Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Xantex Fixing Microsoft's Fuck-Ups. Now, many of you may have noticed in Microsoft Office Word, MLA 7th edition and APA 6th edition seem to be missing. Now, as you can see on mine, I do have them already added, but I am going to show you how to add them the hard way. All these will also be included in how to do it. This first one is actually the location where I found the instructions. That would actually be what you're seeing right here. Now, most people, the easy way doesn't work, so you actually have to follow the hard way. But a lot of people have trouble with that, and that is why I wrote this. Now, personally, beforehand, I would actually recommend downloading JZip if you do not already have WinZip and it is still active. For those who don't have WinZip, you can download JZip. It is freeware. It is made by a company called Bandu, and you can find it by going to www.jzip.com. And you just download the file. It runs as a regular extraction file. And JZip works to open pretty much anything. So, unfortunately, right now I have to wait until my Firefox window here stops being laggy. I don't know why it is doing this to me. It's just like being awkward from time to time. So, let's just get rid of that for now. Okay. As you can see on the instructions, first thing you have to do is you go to Microsoft, which is here. You download Service Pack 1. I can get rid of that one because that was for my specific one. Now, depending on what type of Office you are running, either 32-bit or 64-bit will determine which one you're actually going to take. Now, most people do run 32-bit just because it is more universal. But you'll want to click on download the 32-bit package and download. As you can see, it's a relatively large file. It is 362 megabytes and it is a slow download. It takes about 5 minutes on a fast connection. Could actually take anywhere up to about 20 minutes, I believe. Once you have that file, you can go over to your folders. And in your folders, I would actually recommend doing this in the C drive for the sake of simplicity. You'll want to create a new folder. And in my case, I'm just going to name it something simple, something easy to remember. Office 2010. Inside Office, you should make 2 folders. Once again, this is for simplicity and to keep everything in the same spot. First folder, we're going to make extracted styles. And that will be the folder that's actually going to hold the different style types. And this one is going to be extracted bib form. It's actually the file which is going to hold what type of styles your system actually shows and displays inside of Word. From this point, you'll want to open a command prompt. I suggest running it as administrator. If you are using Windows 7, you can type CMD, and when it brings up the command icon, right-click it and select Run as Admin. In Windows 8, you actually have that option right there. When you already right-click in the bottom left corner, you get Command Prompt and Command Prompt Admin. First thing you're going to want to do is navigate to where your folder is. So in my case, change directory, C, // users, which is Windows 7 and Windows 8 uses this version. In my case, Xantech, and downloads. Now from here we're going to want to go and find this file. You're actually going to need the whole name, including the .exe. And paste that there, add / I believe it is ext. Let me double check. Now you want to type the entire word extract. Hit enter. You will get this little confirmation window. You're going to click here to accept the terms and continue. Now it allows you to pick where you're going to put it. This is why I created my Office 2010 folder. As I said, it helps to just keep everything in one small place, so that way you know where everything is at. It makes everything a lot simpler later. Trust me on this. A lot less navigation. It's a pain in the butt to navigate through your command prompt sometimes. Now this does take a bit to actually go through. Not all that long, but I would say about enough time to drink a cup of coffee. And there you go, that went through. Now, from that point, you are going to need the patch extractor. The patch extractor is actually found by going to this page, and I have no idea why I actually clicked on that first. I do have it right there. That is the link for it. I will include that link in the description as well. Make sure you have MSIX checked and click download. Now, most likely it'll show open with or save file, and in some cases this will say choose program. Pick whatever you have for your extraction program. In my case, I have JZip. This way it saves you a lot of time. Brings up everything that's in that zip package. You're going to double click on release and the MSIX.exe file, and you're going to want to extract that to the same folder you just extracted the other file to, the service pack. So in my case it is Office 2010. I can close that, and I don't need that anymore. Now, the first file you're going to need from there is the sp1-x-none. And this is actually what you're going to type for the first portion. So let me navigate back there. cd : / Office 2010. And now we're going to paste that. And now we will need the directory, including the file name of the first folder that I created, which is going to be Office 2010 and / extracted styles. And end quotation /ext. Now you'll get a long list of MST files. These are actually not very important for what we're doing here. What is important is the last file. It will be a cab file. That is .cab. That is the one that actually matters. So now we just wait for this to reload load what it's supposed to for the command, and you're going to take this second one, which is the en-us period MSP. And we're going to paste that there. Starting from MSIX. Now, once again, we have our /out. So you want to put your location of your second folder you created. In my case, Office 2010 / extracted bib form. If you recall, that was my second folder I made. And /ext. And that one's a lot faster, as you could see. Now, a lot of people, the instructions itself state that you can actually use the Windows Explorer environment to do the cab files. I would actually recommend, because since you are using system protected files, I would actually recommend whatever program you have for unzipping, run it as an administrator. This allows you to paste into any folder. Some folders do have issues with doing it. So you're going to go extracted styles. And in this one, basically you should actually just go and arrange it by type. Because you're going to need your XSL files. You're going to go APA 6th edition, Harvard, MLA 7th, and the I3E 2006. Now, as I mentioned, the missing ones for most people would actually be MLA and APA. So that's what's actually important. And you hit extract. From there, you will select your folder where you actually have Microsoft Office. As I said, if you're running 32-bit, it'll actually be program files x86. If you're running 64-bit, it's just going to be in program files. So I am running the 32-bit version. So from there, I'm going to scroll down, Microsoft Office. And since we are doing these styles right now, I'm going to go to Office 14. This will actually be the same folder that holds WinWord. And from there, I'm going to pick Bibliography and then Style. And Extract. As you can see, I can say yes to all or just no. I'll say yes to all because it's just going to write over itself, pretty much. And if you see, I will go here, Program Files, x86, Microsoft Office, Office 14. As I mentioned, this is the same one that holds WinWord EXE. And we will go into Bibliography and Style. And now there is my new ones, APA 6, Harvard, IEEE, and MLA. I'm going to close that. And we can close that one. Once again, we're going to be running this as an administrator because that is important to do. Open archive. And now we want to go with extracted bib form. Open that one. In this case, we only need one file. It says bibform xml _1033. We can actually extract that one. And that one is also going to be in about the same approximate area. Almost. That is actually going to be program files, x86 in my case, Microsoft Office, Office 14. And as you notice, when you download it, there is a... One second. you'll see there's a number there. That number matches a folder number. Double click on that folder in the bibliography, and now you'll see different. In my case, I have multiple. You'll only see one generally. It'll just say bibform XML. My advice, just extract it like this as it is with the numbers. It'll actually save you time to just rename it inside the folder. Once you extract it as 1033, it'll appear here, and then the current XML file you will rename to XML period old, and the new one you will rename and just delete the numbers off, leaving as bibform XML. There, you can close that, exit out of Word, save that real quick, exit out of Word, and when you reboot your Microsoft Word, and go over to references, you will notice that even though it still starts with MLA 5th, you now have 6. You have Harvard, IE, and the 2 MLAs. So I hope this has actually been helpful, and I hope you learned something. And thank you for tuning in, and have an excellent day.